Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Chingfen Graduate School of Nursing Awards and Scholarships Celebration. My name is Joan Vitello-Sishu, and it is both an honor and a thrill to serve as the Dean of the Chingfen Graduate School of Nursing here at UMass Chan Medical School. Tonight, I have the privilege of being your hostess for this remarkable evening. I want to welcome some special guests. We have Mary Ellen Collins, who's Chancellor Collins' wife. Mary Ellen, please stand so we can give you some recognition. And Mary Ellen happens to be a nurse, so she's very special to us because of her nursing background. So without further ado, I would like to now welcome Chancellor Collins here to share a few words with us and to also announce his Chancellor's Award. Thank you, Chancellor.
Thank you very much, Dean, and good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to welcome all of you to campus, our graduates and members of their families. It's always a very exciting time of the year, and we have a wonderful weekend planned for all of you. I'm not sure that I can perfect the weather between now and Sunday, so you might need a hoodie and some rain boots, but that's okay. If it was a football game, you'd wear it and you enjoy it just great. So put the hoodie on and wear the boots. We're in a tent. Don't come with the heels this big. You're going to go straight down. It just will not work, trust me. But it should be, trust me, it's going to be a great ceremony. I like to presage what I'm going to say at these events, just to provide a little bit of a tease for Sunday. And I believe to my core that the graduates of our schools here, our nursing school, our graduate school, and our medical school, are simply the best. And if you come on Sunday, you'll hear a lot more about that. Because that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the fact that our graduates are simply the best. We'll be joined by three outstanding honorees. One of the world's foremost immunologists, Luke O'Neill from Trinity in Dublin, a woman, a philanthropist from the Middle East, Tanya Saman, and the commencement speaker and third honorary degree recipient will be Katie Couric. I'm sure most of you know who she is. She used to be on the Today Show and then the anchor of CBS Evening News. Best known perhaps for the Couric effect when her husband died at a young age. She went on the Today Show and had a colonoscopy. And many, many, many people followed that example and found early cancers or polyps and were cured. And that is now called the Couric effect. And when I went to see her to ask her if she'd be willing to come and speak to our graduates, she was really thrilled at the opportunity. I said for a long time, I've been looking for a patient who could talk to America's future practitioners and scientists about healthcare from a patient's perspective. And I said, and we'll give you a national audience to do it. And our folks have been spending quite a bit of time with her folks, so it should be a great afternoon. I know she's very excited to be here. We, for instance, offered her the opportunity to leave after her talk, and she said, oh no, I'll stay. I want to meet the families, take pictures with everybody. And all. I said, okay, great, this will be really wonderful. It is now, each year I am provided with a slate of candidates who would receive the highest recognition given to a graduate from the Chingfen Graduate School of Nursing. And it's my distinct pleasure now to present the 2023 Chingfen Graduate School of Nursing Chancellor's Award. I'm pleased to present this year's award to Amanda Hazeltine. you want to take a picture? Now, Amanda came to UMass Chan through the Graduate Entry Pathway Program in August of 2019, when which she completed. She completed that program a year later and will be graduating on Sunday with a Doctor of Nursing Practice degree. A wife and mother of two, Amanda had 13 years' experience as a leader in healthcare communications and project management before entering the Graduate School of Nursing. She has a BA in Psychology and Public Administration from Stonehill College and an MS in Public Relations from Boston University, and was an adjunct lecturer at the BU College of Communications for 4 years. Now, like so many others, Amanda realized she wanted to be a nurse after seeing the care her mother received along her journey with cancer. Already balancing her studies with raising 2 children, Amanda worked as a hematology-oncology nurse while completing her DNP, first at UMass Memorial and later at Mount Auburn Hospital. Previously, she served as a teaching assistant in 6 courses, mentoring numerous GEP and DNP students in nursing assessment and simulation lab skills, objective structured clinical examination, popular health, and scholarly writing. She was involved in 3 UMass Chan Medical School interprofessional trainee quality council projects, including as a project leader of the Oncology and Palliative Care Quality Improvement Project team. Along with fellow DNP classmate Shauna Stedman, she implemented a quality improvement scholarly project, improving documentation of a serious illness conversations in a neurocritical care unit at UMass Memorial. Amanda will be continuing her work as a hematology-oncology nurse practitioner at Massachusetts General Hospital after graduation. Amanda, I want to thank you for all that you've done for our academic community, but more importantly, for your patients. We wish you all the best as you continue along your career path, and always know that we shall take great pride in calling you one of our own. Congratulations. Yeah. Now, I just need to offer a note of apology. Unfortunately, I have to leave at the moment. One of the things I thought when I became chancellor was that my schedule would predominate, and what I wanted to do, I would be able to do when and if I wanted to do it. But I've been asked to go do something in Boston. I have a very important meeting that I'm representing other folks from the university with tonight. It starts at 6 o'clock, and obviously I can't go from here to Boston at 6 o'clock, until 6 o'clock, but I told them I needed to be here because it's most important to me that I present my award to the most deserving recipient of it. So Amanda, I told them at least I'm going to do that before I leave. And I asked Mary Ellen if she would come, and she's the nurse in our family, and thankfully for that. And she taught me more medicine than most of my medical school professors, to be quite honest with you. But I'm disappointed that I have to leave. I would love to be able to stay here and see our graduates, but we have a very important business matter before the university, and it just does require my attention this evening. I do look forward to spending a wonderful day with you on Sunday. I look forward to offering my remarks. It's one of the most exciting days of the year for me when I get a chance to speak to so many people about what I think is important in medicine. And if you're not able to be there on Sunday, when you come to think about the graduates from our school, I hope you will recognize that they're simply the best. Thank you, Dean, very much. Appreciate all of you being here this evening. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Chancellor Collins. All right, well, you're simply the best, right? So being here with you for these awards fills me with immense joy. It is a special occasion that brings us together to celebrate the achievements of all of our 2023 graduating nursing students who will soon join the ranks of our esteemed alumni, and Jill Terrian will speak to you about being an alumni at the end of this. We commend you all for your unwavering dedication, your sacrifices as learners, and particularly the fact that you came in 2019. What happened in 2020 and 2021? You were really resilient, and you got through it, and we should all applaud you and applaud your family. I also want to extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed award and scholarship recipients that may not be graduating this year, as I mentioned to one person already. Our distinguished invited guests are here, as well as our interdisciplinary and interprofessional colleagues. Your presence here tonight enriches our gathering and underscores the significance of this event. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the faculty members of the Chingfen. I work with the best faculty and staff, and I want you to stand and be recognized. I also would be remiss if I didn't thank you. You know, these things don't happen spontaneously. A lot of time and effort, labor, love, and devotion goes into planning these events. And I really need to thank two other colleagues that have really helped me in this process. First of all, Sue Collette. Sue, please stand and let us recognize you. And then for my 8 years, I've had Dr. Jill Terrian, who's been my partner, my colleague, my sidekick through alumni events, as well as the awards and scholarship. Jill, please stand. All right, I also have the pleasure of reporting to the provost. And I have to say the provost has been an incredible source of support to not only myself, but to our Graduate School of Nursing. He's been here 14 years, I've been here 8, and I told him yesterday when we chatted that I want to stay as long as he stays. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Provost Terrence Flott. Terry.
So thank you so much, Dean. And I just want to add just a very my very short words of congratulations to the graduates, to the faculty, to the award winners, and then also to the deans, and particularly I want to express my gratitude to Dean Joan Vitello for the tremendous service that you've given to the institution, to the profession of nursing, and to me. You all should know that you have a tireless advocate for nursing in general and for our nursing students in particular. One of the things we share is the great responsibility that we feel to train the healthcare professionals of tomorrow. Launching nurse practitioners and nurse researchers on their careers is an essential function of the broader school. It's among the most important missions that we all fulfill. And I recognize that it's actually a unique time in American nursing. One of the things I follow, there was a recent Harris poll that shows that still nearly 3/4 of Americans hold nurses in very high prestige. I think this was driven home to everyone during the COVID pandemic. And on top of that, the demand for nurses has reached unprecedented levels. Yet, along with the great need and the great appreciation that we have for nurses, there's also great stress in the profession. We're now experiencing burnout throughout of the post-pandemic healthcare landscape. Changing patterns of care are leading to a sense of instability, and unfortunately, headwinds like workplace violence have become a real concern. Perhaps I would just suggest, while I know that our dean has had this vision all along, that it's time for all of us to realize that only nurse leaders can lead the nursing profession out of its current crisis. And that is where I'm going to predict that the Tan Chingfen nursing education that you've received will serve you well. I think in the future, your colleagues will look to you, the members of the class of 2023, to supply the leadership that is needed to them personally in their profession and in their individual organizations. I have the greatest of confidence in you. And I have to say, in fact, that we're all counting on you. We all need you and the other nurses and the teams that you're going to lead to take care of all of us. So thank you for the commitment that you're making to help all of us, to help the people here in the Commonwealth and around the world. Thank you for the tremendous work that you've put in to gain the proficiency that you have. And thanks again to our dean who has led us to this point. So I'll let you guys go on and celebrate your wonderful achievements and be very pleased to just soak it all in. Thank you, Joe.
So I looked at like 24 pages of presentations we have, but I want to mention to you, I've sat there in the audience just like many of you will sit here tonight and say, oh, I can't wait to my family member. But listen to all the richness and the diversity of these award recipients and these scholarship recipients, because it is incredible what they have accomplished and will still accomplish. So, without further ado, the Chancellor gets his award, the Dean gets to choose her award. So, I want to recognize the doctoral student for their outstanding work, either with their PhD, dissertation, or their D&P scholarly project. So I will ask Heather Briere. Heather, come on up and hear what I have to say. You don't have to stand on the arrow. Thank you. Okay. So this year's recipient for the Dean's Award is Heather Briere. Heather began her PhD program of study with a clear goal of trying to better understand the nursing care of one of our more vulnerable populations, adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, known as IDD. Many adults with IDD not only have challenges in communicating their symptoms, but they frequently have comorbid conditions that may complicate their presentation of signs and symptoms that we are accustomed to recognizing. Heather was an exemplary student and scholar and embraced her studies in earnest, including methodologic coursework beyond the standard curriculum, determined to get as much out of each class as possible. In addition to her academic skills, Heather has expertise with using technology with teaching and was very generous in sharing her knowledge with her classmates and faculty. She embraced learning with enthusiasm and is committed to teaching others and advancing nursing science. She's on faculty. Heather's dissertation, Diagnosis Associated with Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities in Adult Decedents, a secondary analysis of healthcare costs and utilization project national inpatient sample. Her data was a commendable undertaking of a large national database with an N of, get this, 679,155 patients. this is the longest write-up because I'm the dean and I get to say more about my award. So this is groundbreaking work. I mean, think of an N of over 600,000 with the potential impact on education, policy, and healthcare for the thousands of adults afflicted with IDD. Heather's commitment to education, teaching, research, nursing, and adults with IDD is worthy of recognition. Join me in congratulating Heather. Okay. Amanda Hazelton, stand again because you're going to be our commencement speaker on Sunday. So let's give her a round of applause. And come on down. 'Cause now, I've had the advantage over the last 8 years of hearing all of the commencement speakers from the Chingfen Graduate School of Nursing. Hers is going to be very heartwarming as she tells her story. So, Amanda. All right, the next scholarship is the Carol Bova Scholarship. Carol was a PhD faculty for a number of years, and it is in her name that this scholarship will recognize a PhD student who demonstrates unwavering commitment to patient care, nursing leadership, and the desire to steward the discipline of nursing into the future. I understand Caitlin Haley is not here. Is Caitlin here by any chance? No, she's not coming. All right, well, I'm going to first of all tell you a little bit about Caitlin because it's important that you hear about her. Caitlin is a first-year PhD student who has been an emergency room nurse and graduating from UPenn's BSN program. She is interested in competency evaluation amongst nurses beyond their initial orientation period. Caitlin is passionate about nursing theory and applies Benner's novice to expert theory in working with nurses, believing that nurses are confident in their role and will have more job satisfaction to help transform the practice environment and remain true to a patient care healthcare system. Going forward, Caitlin's aspirations are to become a nurse scientist working with nurses to encourage and enrich their learning and advancement. Another nursing leader will emerge from our graduate school. So congratulations, Caitlin. The next award is the Lillian Goodman Award, and this is to recognize an outstanding PhD student. By the way, Lillian was the second, I'm number 5, so she was the second dean of the Graduate School of Nursing. We want to recognize this individual for the humanitarian approach to leadership. Listen for the themes of leadership, as Dr. Flott told you. We really are about producing the next leaders for the 21st century. Someone who also has a deep commitment to the development of professional practice, education, and research. So Kelly Sudnick, please come. All right, Kelly, come and hear what I have to say about you because she's another incredible, all of them have been incredible, but listen to this one. On behalf of the PhD faculty, I am delighted to share that the 2023 Lillian R. Goodman Award has been awarded to Kelly Sudnick. Kelly is a U.S. Navy veteran and served as a Navy lieutenant both at Camp Pendleton and Afghanistan. Let's thank her for her service for today. While in Afghanistan, Kelly contributed to advancing health care for the local population as the medical surgical nurse mentor to the Afghan National Army, where she mentored Afghan nurses and physicians contributed to developing sustained education and practice initiatives while in Afghanistan. She also distinguished herself as the Medical Embedded Training Teams, known as MET, and she was also a humanitarian aid coordinator and procured and distributed $1.6 million in medical aid to Afghan's National Army and various nonprofit organizations. Kelly executed 6 successful convoy missions outside the wire to establish the first U.S. relationships with the Indira Gandhi Children's Hospital Board of Directors. She also sponsored 2 Afghan interpreters to relocate to the United States. Now, if that's not enough, for her service, Kelly has received, obviously, numerous awards, including the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal. And in her PhD studies, Kelly has distinguished herself as an innovative and persevering scholar. Is anybody wondering about that? I'm certainly not. Listen to this. She will soon launch her dissertation research, which is a novel study of night sky darkness immersion with U.S. veterans, a concept that Kelly developed herself. Please join me in congratulating Kelly. It keeps getting better. Annie Vigent Award. We have 2 recipients for this award, and this was created by the Worcester, did I say that right with my Boston accent? City Hospital School of Nursing, who trained nurses for 109 years to provide care for the Worcester community. This award recognizes overall excellence in nursing. Well, the first recipient, Elizabeth Del Signor, please come. Elizabeth. Liz and I went to Capitol Hill, and we spoke to congressmen at Capitol Hill, so I know Liz very well. In the short time Liz has joined us as a first-year PhD student, you can come closer. I don't bite tonight. We have come to appreciate her commitment to graduate nursing education. She represents the best ideals of our institution and our PhD program, where her focus is on the development and transformation of scholars who will lead the discipline of nursing. Liz has consistently been an outstanding student, displaying the ambition, intelligence, and accomplishments that the Annie Vigent Award demonstrates. She displays exceptional knowledge, critical thinking skills, and leadership abilities. Finally, Liz is passionate about what she does and focuses on pursuing a research career. Please join me in congratulating Liz. All right, our second recipient is Catherine Lazewski. Catherine, come on. I'm getting a glare here. So you can come close too. Okay. Catherine has demonstrated a strong dedication to her studies, often seeking additional opportunities for learning and feedback from faculty on how to improve upon herself. She has remained conscientious on her work and has always given 110% effort. Her strong desire to continue learning and growing will make her an amazing NP. It is an honor to present Catherine with the Annie Vigent Award. Join me. All right, this scholarship is for the fourth dean. I'll create a scholarship when I retire. Paulette Seymour Rout Scholarship honors the fourth GSN Dean Emeritus. It is given to an alumnus like Paulette who is returning to further their education in pursuit of a PhD, DNP, or postgraduate certificate. Johnny Eisenberger, come on up. Johnny is a graduate of our Master's Acute Critical Care Nurse Practitioner Program who is now pursuing his doctorate in the Postmaster's Doctorate of Nursing Practice Program. Johnny has been given this award in recognition of his exemplar work as an advanced practice provider in critical care, for his outstanding teaching, his mentoring, and again, his leadership qualities. He is most deserving of this recognition given his academic achievements, his clinical work, and his commitment to obtaining his DNP to further his work within his career path. Please join me in congratulating Johnny. All right, the next scholarship is the Suzanne T. and John L. Sullivan Scholarship, and again, we have two recipients for this one as well. This scholarship was established in memory of UMass alumni and instructor Suzanne T. Sullivan by her family and also recognizes her son John, who passed away suddenly in September 2019. This award distinguishes students with a commitment to geriatrics, end-of-life care, and interprofessional team care. I'm going to have these two students come up together, Marissa De Silva and Patricia Quill. Please join me. All right, these two students have demonstrated unwavering devotion to providing and improving nursing care for some of the most vulnerable of our population. Their DNP project is designed to enhance the quality of end-of-life experiences for frail elders and their families. They are working with an NP-owned and directed practice whose primary focus is bringing care to older adults in their community settings. It is with great pride I award them the Suzanne T. and John L. Sullivan Scholarship for their dedication to the care of our elderly patients. Please join me. All right. This award is named after Janet Hale, who is in the audience, who was one of our associate deans of interprofessional leadership and community partnerships. This is to recognize an outstanding nurse practitioner graduate in the adult gerontology primary care track or the family nurse practitioner track, who has demonstrated academic achievement and leadership. Catherine Walker, please come up. Catherine embraces all she does with enthusiasm and positivity. Look at that smile, which moves those around her. Catherine is an authentic leader who motivates and influences others through her compassion, dedication to excellence, and professionalism. As part of her leadership practicum, she, along with her colleagues, represented the Chingfen Graduate School of Nursing on Capitol Hill. There was a picture of them, championing NP practice to remove barriers and improve access to care. Catherine embodies all the qualities that are essential to be an impactful NP leader. She is well deserving of the Janet Hale Academic and Leadership Award. Congratulations, Catherine. All right, we have now our briefcase awards. This is the Lucy D. Russell Briefcase Awards to recognize students who display a fierce determination to achieve their personal and professional goals in becoming a nurse practitioner. The Family NP track is awarding this to Kelly Joyce. Kelly, please come. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Kelly because she is here. Okay, see? Thank you, Kelly. I don't have to talk when you have not have anybody beside me. This is great. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly is hardworking and demonstrates a steadfast perseverance in her coursework and her clinical education, which is a foundation of her success in the program. Kelly's determined focus on her goals is the foundation of her success. Kelly confronted the challenges she encountered along the way to becoming an NP head-on and was not afraid to ask how best to achieve her goals. Kelly's resilience is the basis of her success as an FNP, and her patients and community will benefit from her commitment. Congratulations, Kelly, on this well-deserved. Let's hold off on the briefcase. I'll give him the briefcase after we take a picture. Yeah. All right, now for the primary care NP, Monica Mumbawa. I remember giving Monica an award as a GEP student 4 years ago, right, Monica? No? 3?
Not GAP, but 2 different ones.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I know. All right. Monica has demonstrated a strong determination and commitment to achieving her goal to become a nurse practitioner. Over the course of her program, she faced different challenges, yet was not derailed from her focus. At times when it seemed those challenges were going to beat her, she found new strength in those around her and persevered through, conquering one at a time. She has channeled her learning and growth from these experiences and has functioned as a wonderful mentor to other students in the program. It is an honor to present Monica with the Briefcase Award for the Primary Care NP track. Congratulations, Monica. Okay. The next award is going to an acute care NP, also adult gero. I know I should give the full title, adult gero acute care NP. I know, Susan, I'm seeing you. All right, this is going to Sophia Maragras. Sophia is an exceptional student. She persevered. Hear the perseverance and resilience coming through with these NPs and their briefcase awards. I guess they're going to need the briefcase. She persevered and excelled throughout the clinical year to become the phenomenal acute care nurse practitioner that she is now. Sophia faced challenges with determination, and her perseverance is the source of her success. She now focuses her time and efforts towards her new NP position. This is such a well-deserved recognition. Please join me in congratulating Sophia. And then last but not least, we have our psychiatric and mental health NP. This is a newer track that we put in because we felt the citizens of Massachusetts really needed more nurse practitioners in this specialty. So would Heidi Holliver please come? Heidi is an excellent learner in the classroom and in the clinical setting. Her dedication to clients and her passion for improving the mental health care system has been truly inspiring. Her expertise and insight have enriched class discussions and have demonstrated her understanding of the complexities of advanced practice psychiatric mental health nursing. She has shown a commitment to using her skills to affect positive change in the mental health care system. Please join me in congratulating Heidi. And we have also, Sarah's not coming. Sarah Smaller is getting her Lucy Russell Briefcase Award as a postgraduate certificate student. And let me just quickly read a little bit about Sarah, even though she isn't here, right? Sarah's not here. Okay, Sarah's not here. Sarah's commitment to learning and personal growth has been evident in her excellent grades and willingness to take on new challenges. As a practicing NP, returning to obtain her psychiatric mental health certification, Sarah has demonstrated significant commitment to the profession. I have no doubt that Sarah will continue to make a significant impact in our field. Congratulations, Sarah. We do have people on a webinar, so just in case Sarah was there, I want to recognize folks, even if they're not able to be with us. All right, here's the Outstanding NP Student in Critical Care Award. This is to recognize a student dedicated to and demonstrating excellence in critical care throughout their NP clinical year. Nicole Matson, please come. Nicole is the epitome of a critical care NP student. Nicole impressed preceptors in critical care with her knowledge and professionalism and constant drive to gain more experience during her NP clinical rotations. Think about the setting, critical care. She is dealing with the most vulnerable and most at risk. And so without further ado, we want to congratulate Nicole and join me in recognizing her for this outstanding NP. Okay, the next award is the Jane McHugh Magner Award, and again, we have two recipients. This is unusual for us, because usually we can, but we had so many to choose from that, you know, we just decided to be inclusive and give two instead of one award. We're going to recognize the student that exemplifies dedication to professional practice in the care of underserved patients. So Adam Cole, you know what? I've got a glare from this light. I can't even, okay. It's not coming, but I want to read about Adam, and then I'll introduce the second award recipient. Adam, from the beginning of his NP training, this student was able to identify the population that he felt passionate about and for which he wanted to serve in the community. He shows a strong dedication to ensuring the appropriate care is provided to the patient, seeking out resources and supports within the community so that the patient is successful to reach their goals. As an RN, he has developed a place within the community that he serves, forming bonds and relationships that have carried with him into his NP role. We know he will continue to bring his passion to his community, and it is an honor to present the Jane McHugh Magna Award to Adam Cole. The second recipient is Helen Seagris. Helen, come on up. Remember, these students are serving the underserved population, which is, noteworthy in and of itself. So let me tell you a little bit about Helen. She's a compassionate advanced practice nursing professional who demonstrates clinical excellence in the care she delivers. Helen has cared for underserved communities since the start of her nursing career. Her passion for providing high-quality care is evident in all she does, from where she practices to the scope of her DNP scholarly project. Helen's dedication to improving clinical care by promoting delivery of evidence-based interventions is exemplary. She is skilled at navigating systems and is an effective team member, which will sustain her leadership in healthcare. For these reasons and more, Helen is well deserving of the Jane McHugh Magna Award. Congratulations, Helen. Okay. We're going to give an Interprofessional Community Service Award. This is to acknowledge exemplary work with the community and demonstrating seamless interprofessional teamwork to improve population-based outcomes. I'm going to ask you to come up and receive your certificate if you're in the audience. This is going to the UMass Chan Dominican Republic Bate Initiative Community Service Learning Group. So, Janice Baptista, Jennifer Bugas, Raquel De La Cruz, Colleen Packard, Erica Powell Burson, I gotta get away from the light, Aya Tanta, Joseph Tulip, and Monica Wyant. Are you here? Come on up. These students went to the Dominican Republic, so let me tell you a little bit about them. This initiative they are being recognized for their outstanding global health community work with Haitian migrant families who live in impoverished sugarcane villages known as batays in central Romania, Dominican Republic. This group worked with the DR community stakeholders to develop an HIV prevention infographic, implemented a Train the Trainer Day in La Romana, for the Bate community health promoters, utilizing role-playing with community health workers, alongside the DNP student Kelly Garcia, Carla Burns, and PhD student Elena Filot. They also participated with DNP student Carla Burns to implement her Train the Trainer mental health DNP project for the health promoters while they taught school children and their teachers in one large batey about stress reduction, breathing exercises to decrease anxiety and negative emotions. This will train the trainer work, will continue to be utilized and expanded within these communities, with many thanks for all of their efforts. So. Jill. How do I pronounce?
Torre. That's how I know Wahid. Torre. I'm gonna guess.
Okay. I asked Jill for pronunciation. I want to make sure I get this right. Next award is the Community Partnership Award. This is going to recognize ongoing partnerships with our school in providing opportunities that allow students and faculty to learn in the community and benefit from population health experiences. This is going to UMass Memorial Community Medical Group, and we're asking Dr. Torre will come and accept that award. Is Dr. Torre here? Okay. It is a beautiful award. So let me tell you a little bit about this Community Partnership Award. Tonight's recipient has demonstrated amazing support and provided enriched learning environments for our doctoral NP students at a time when clinical placements and preceptors have been disappearing and we can't take in as many students as we would like. The providers have stepped up and answered our call and requests over and over for help, always with a generous and collaborative relationship. We look forward to our continued work and growing relationship with this partner and its amazing providers. It is an honor to present the GSN Community Partnership Award to the UMass Memorial Community Medical Group. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay, the next scholarship is the Nancy and Walter Cowell Scholarship, and we have two recipients again. And we want to recognize DNP students that exemplify excellent quality of care, leadership, and innovation, and above all, advocacy for their patients and families. So Daniel Appia, did I say it right? Are you here, Daniel? Come on up. Let me tell you a little bit about Daniel. Daniel is entering his clinical experience in the psychiatric mental health track this fall and has already demonstrated exceptional qualities as a future leader in the field of nursing. His dedication to providing the highest quality care has been evident in his academic work. His nursing skills and knowledge, combined with his compassion and commitment to clients, form a strong foundation for his future NP practice, as well as his future DNP work. Daniel's significant RN experience across settings include med-surg and addictions work are an asset that will guide him in improving the quality of healthcare as he continues in the DNP program. Please join me in congratulating Daniel. Our second award winner is Reggie Sapong. So Reggie is an incredible member of the Chingfen Graduate School of Nursing. He has demonstrated leadership, again, leadership in the classroom and the clinical setting. When Reggie transitions to being an acute care NP, he will be an invaluable advocate for evidence-based practice. Patients and families are and will be lucky to have him involved in their care. Please join me in congratulating Reggie. Okay, our next scholarship is this Siborowski Family Scholarship, and this is to a continuing student who is committed to nursing, who's a staunch advocate for patients and families they care for, and the ability to promote and build up their community. Joseph Tulip, please come down. Joseph also won the Community Service Award. Joe, we are so excited to have Joseph entering his clinical experiences in the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner track this fall. Joseph's clinical interest in psychotic disorders and dedication to providing person-centered care is already evident. His commitment to teamwork and developing collegial relationships with his peers and others in the field is a significant strength. We have no doubt that Joe will continue to contribute meaningfully to the mental health care system alongside his colleagues and clients while going above and beyond and advocating for their needs and interests. Please join me in congratulating Joseph. All right, Janet, it's your turn. I get to sit for a minute.
Not too long. I established this scholarship in 2018 to provide an annual award to a graduate school of nursing student or faculty member. Actually, it's to any student. One year it actually went to one of my medical students, who is an exemplar of an advocate for compassionate patient care, demonstrating the essence of humanism through intention, action, and eloquent reflection. This year's recipient is Robin Young. You can stand close to me. As most of you know, having suffered through my course, I have a deep concern for the vulnerability of patients and families who are socially disadvantaged. When I listened to Robin's address to her class during pinning this past September, I said to Jill, who, no surprise, was sitting next to me, and she also shares my same concerns and interest in improving social determinants. So I said to her, Robin gets the Humanism Award. This quote from her speech is why, not only because of how Robin showed her humanism, but the rather unexpected learning opportunity at the end that might help us all better understand the why behind some of the challenging behaviors that we encounter in our patients. And I quote, "My patient was struggling deeply with complex medical illness, a failing, fragile body, rapidly changing quality of life, an incredible loneliness and isolation with no family or friends to support him. He was exhausted, overwhelmed, and throughout the morning he had been very angry, irritable, and frustrated, yelling that he wanted to be left alone and refusing any care offered. When a quiet moment and opportunity presented itself, I sat with him. I didn't say anything, we just sat together for a bit. I held his hand, which he surprisingly allowed, and he looked out the window for a while. I was readying myself to leave and give him space when he began to speak. And I sat quietly and I listened. I listened to his fears, his past traumas, his regrets, his struggle with substance abuse, his joys, his hopes, and his grief. He expressed that this time in the hospital was incredibly hard as he felt unworthy of receiving care. His shame and guilt were heavy, and the weight of that burden was too much to bear when someone was available and kind to him. But in this moment we were sharing together, he needed to be seen as he was someone who had felt unseen for much of his life. There was such strength in his willingness to be vulnerable. He just needed someone to listen to him without sitting in judgment of the story he needed to tell. I think you will agree that this brief quote exemplifies the essence of this award and why Robin is this year's recipient. And I'd like to now invite Max Quinn, your Assistant Dean of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, to the podium. Yay, Max.
Hey, everybody. Well, it's a true honor to stand up here in front of all of you tonight and to announce a new award, the Service Leadership Award. What we often look past are the impacts on the student experience. Creating a better student experience can be tireless and thankless advocacy work that requires an insatiable amount of energy. This work can go unnoticed, and it can leave us wondering why. Why did I work so hard? Well, I'm standing here to tell you and prove to you that it does matter, and to affirm that it is indeed worth the challenge. I'm standing here to tell you that the energy invested in the Graduate Student Nursing Organization and the Student Government Alliance meetings, they weren't wasted time. This award is intended to reward student leaders who have gone above and beyond the call to action, who have helped make real, tangible change across UMass Chan. Professionalism, perseverance, tirelessness, bountiful energy, selfishness, dedication, strategic thinking, learning from one's mistakes, and humbleness. The ability to cultivate an idea and turn it to a reality, that's what goes into being a student leader. And the two recipients of this first ever Service Leadership Award are wholly deserving of this recognition. The recipients of this award hoped for a brighter future, one that could change the way students' voices were heard across campus. They helped to bring the White Coat Transition to Advanced Practice ceremony and were the leaders behind the Nurses for Equity and Justice Coalition that helped us launch the Student Aspirations and Opportunities Survey that helped support the student forum we hosted back in April. These two, soon-to-be graduates, served as GS&O co-presidents, and I had the privilege to see their leadership in action. I got to see firsthand how they worked tirelessly to serve all of the students here. And that's the beauty of service leadership. Often, those being served are blissfully unaware. They trust that someone, somewhere, is in their corner advocating for them. And tonight, in front of all of you, they're being recognized for all that they all the energy that they expelled, and to try to make this school the very best it can be. They're high-achieving leaders who sacrifice their time, energy, and sometimes sanity to try to do what they felt was right for all the nursing students that would come after them. They represent the highest class and determined professionalism in their conduct, advocacy efforts as a nurse, student, and leader. Help me please recognize Ms. Kelly Garcia and Ms. Madeline Lane. Wow, they're awesome. I'd like to invite our fearless leader, Dean Vitello, back up to the podium.
All right, there is a theme about leadership, if you haven't picked it up yet. All right, we have a Clinical Excellence in Mental Health Nursing Award, and this is another new award that's given to a graduating psychiatric mental health NP student who is committing to creating a comprehensive and integrated approach for those with mental health conditions, especially in under-resourced populations and communities. Would Kathleen Mendez please come up here? She likes to go by Kat. Kat is most deserving of this inaugural Clinical Excellence Award. Kat cares deeply about becoming the best clinician they can be. They consistently sought out new experiences and ways to grow personally and professionally. Kat co-led a project to improve the integration of mental health and addiction services, a long-standing issue in our field. Their work highlighted the importance of integrated care and improving clinical outcomes and will lead to many additional avenues of inquiry for future DNP students. Please join me in congratulating Kat. We have another new award, and again, for psychiatric mental health, we've added this track and felt we needed to give some awards for these particular learners here. This is called the Advocacy and Innovation Award, and this new award is given to a graduating psychiatric mental health NP student who is a staunch advocate for patients and their families and demonstrates an innovative approach to mental health promotion and preventative measures within the community. Would Maria Barros please come up? Maria has earned the Advocacy and Innovation Award for her outstanding work in promoting mental health among adolescents and young adults. As an NP returning for her to psych in our post-graduation program, Maria has demonstrated her dedication to seeking additional psychotherapy clinical experiences throughout her time here. Her innovative approach to promoting mental health has been truly inspiring, and her willingness to explore new approaches to care has set her apart as a leader in her field. Please join me in congratulating Maria. All right, Ken, do you want to come up, Ken Peterson? As only Ken can do, Ken actually suggested that we give this award, so I want him here when this person comes up. He wanted to call it Making a Difference and the Outstanding Community Service Award. This new award was established to honor a person who has made a difference in the health and well-being of people considered less deserving in society. The award is given to a person or group who has improved the lives of minoritized and marginalized people through their time, talents, and actions and dedications to service in the Worcester community. This honoree was chosen for this award to serve as a role model for compassionate, respectful, relationship-based service. They should exhibit steadfast dedication to creating a true sense of belongingness, to advancing health equity, and to promoting human dignity for all those in their care. Will Mary Opaka please come up? Oh. Okay.
I'm here for you.
All right, Ken, would you like to read this about Mary? Because he wrote this. He needs to read it. Come on.
So this is Mary Alpaca.
Hello.
And I just have to say that Mary is nurse extraordinaire, and it's my honor as a faculty member in a school of nursing to recognize an outstanding nurse from our community. And you know that I'm a crier, so I'll try not to. Sorry, Joan. Joan's telling me don't mess up her
No
her
crying, and here's the tissues. You're all set.
Thanks. So Mary is a recently retired registered nurse who was born and raised in Worcester and who chose to spend her professional life in service to this community. If I have it correct, Mary's nursing career began in the wards of Fairlawn Rehab Hospital as a nursing assistant in high school. She rose through the ranks as a licensed practical nurse for 19 years, then a registered nurse with a degree from Becker College for an additional 31 years. Mary worked in a variety of hospital-based settings, care delivery settings, including surgery. Her most notable making a difference work occurred in the many years she practiced in community health center-based primary care at the Family Health Center of Worcester, at Plumley Village Health Services, and at Hanneman Family Health Center. In these settings, Mary delivered expert nursing care, always with patients' bright eyes, an infectious smile, and a loving heart. She is known for sharing her lunch yogurt with patients who arrived hungry and were food insecure. Mary has a terrific sense of humor, loves a good joke, and can make anyone smile, which is a sure way to help people feel relaxed and at home. Patients in her care would often say that she made them feel safe and part of family, things many of us take for granted. Emotional intelligence is one of her many gifts. Through this space, she can step into the lives of others, offer compassion, show deep respect, and help to promote dignity. People pushed to the margins need to feel safe and secure and to build trust in relationships. Mary's giving and loving kindness actions help to create this belonging space for people. Mary's high-quality care, efficiency, and reliability also are gifts to her patients, making them feel respected while in her care and fostering trust in the care team. She practices this art many times over. She is highly deserving of this award. It is the Chingfen Graduate School of Nursing's honor, as your fellow nursing peers, to recognize you in our inaugural recipient of this award for outstanding community service and making a tremendous difference in the lives of so many.
Thank you. Okay, the next award is really for faculty, and this is an award I brought here. I was a former chief nursing officer and made sure that nurses were recognized for the DAISY Award. And the DAISY Award stands for Diseases Attacking the Immune System. And this award was created by Bonnie and Mark Barnes of the DAISY Foundation. This award recognizes and celebrates the contributions faculty make to the future of nursing and to sustain faculty's commitment to teaching our next generation of nurses. I had a pink Post-it note because I couldn't let the recipient know that he was getting this award. So Dr. Ken Peterson, come on back up. All right.
I'm not good at receiving awards.
Well, you better be. All right, let me tell you a little bit about Ken.
my
And look
goodness.
at.
Oh, my family's here. Oh, you guys, I love you.
All right, come on down so you can congratulate him and take a picture with him. Come on down. Come on, we'll wait. Come on.
And here I was moving this, she had this little sticky, and I'm like, it's in my
Because I
way.
had his
But I have to
name.
say that the glare thing is really
it is-
hard.
it is.
It's like, when
So
you have
see,
old eyes,
here-
older
here's
eyes.
your name. See, here's your name.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
I had to
Well-
put the sticker. I'm like, oh, God, he's going to move the sticker. All right. We'll wait for Ken's family to come so I can tell you. And actually, Dr. Susan Feeney wrote this up for you. Do you want to read it, Susan? Come on. Yeah.
It is an honor to work with Ken. It's one of the great privileges I have. Dr. Peterson is a passionate and committed learner advocate and champion. He always considers the whole person in front of him and their needs and concerns. Everything he does as an educator, an academic, and as a clinician is centered around trying to understand the context and the perspective of those he is caring for and teaching. His commitment to championing diversity and inclusion speaks to his kind-heartedness and compassion. He has redesigned the health assessment course, listening to his colleagues and his intuition. These enhancements have resulted in improved learner outcomes, which have been recognized by both learners and his fellow educators. So please join me in congratulating Dr. Ken Peterson as recipient of the 2023 Faculty Daisy Award.
Here they come.
Here they come.
Here they come. All right, come on up here and we'll get his family.
too in the
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you want the statue?
Do you want me?
Everyone, since you've heard all their stories. This is my mom. And this is Mimi, my awesome daughter. And this is my awesome son, and my other awesome son, Leo. And this is my spouse, Rick, for 30-something years. Thank you, everyone. With my heart. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome, Ken, and so deserving. Ken has done so much for diversity and inclusion in this institution. He has just been an incredible advocate with our DIO colleagues, and so well-deserved, Ken. All right, Susan, come on back up. And Susan has a new title. She's our new Associate Dean for Advanced Practice Programs. This is the first time I'm introducing her in public, so let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. I have the great pleasure and honor of recognizing our preceptors who, without their commitment, we could not do what we do. We are beholden to them and grateful beyond words for all that they can do for our students. The preceptors, that's where the rubber meets the road. That's where they learn how to become nurse practitioners. So first, I would like to recognize three preceptors that were recognized by the Adult Gerontology Primary Care NP track, even though they may precept some of the F&P students too. So we have, can I have Ellen Katz, who's from the Student Health Center of Boston University. Ellen, are you here? Dr. Prajay Rathore, who's with UMass Memorial. Yes, yes. Dr. Rathore from UMass Memorial, I don't know if he is here. And Dr. Brian McGurk from, also from UMass Memorial. He was hopefully going to make it. So we have been very fortunate to have an amazing group of preceptors that have supported our adult Gero primary care NP students over the past year. The preceptors being honored tonight have gone above and beyond their dedication to ensure that our students have the time, experiences, and a supportive environment to develop their clinical skills. A program such as ours cannot be successful without the generosity of our preceptors. It is with great pleasure that we recognize Ellen Katz, Dr. Brian McGurk, and Dr. Prajay Rathore for the generosity and support of our students and our program. So thank you so much. We are so grateful. Next, I would like to recognize a group of preceptors who've been recognized by the Family Nurse Practitioner track. We have 3 preceptors that actually are from the Edward M. Kennedy Community Health Center, and that's Dr. Zachary Bay. Dr. Bay, are you here? Jessica Degliberti, and Jamie Kerr. I'm not sure if Jamie is here. We also have Dr. Asma Al-Qadi from, she's OBGYN from Central Mass Group. She has also been a phenomenal preceptor, and accepting the award for her is Danielle Ferguson, who's the NP that works with her. So just a few words. Over the course of their clinical year, our FNP students are required to demonstrate clinical competency in primary care of patients across the lifespan. This would not be possible without the time and dedication of our preceptors who are tasked with providing these various exposures while also balancing their own clinical responsibilities. This is why, for our FNP Preceptor Awards, we have selected preceptors who we feel have graciously gone above and beyond to provide holistic, informative, challenging yet nurturing clinical experiences, and beyond to provide holistic, informative, challenging yet nurturing clinical opportunities in women's health, pediatrics, and adult primary care. Thank you for continuing to the growth, contributing to the growth of so many of our students, and for continuing to partner with us to shape this great generation of family nurse practitioners. So our next group of preceptors we'd like to recognize are preceptors that support the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner track. We have, I'm going to read separately for each one. We have Melissa Stepien. I don't know if she's here. Is Melissa here? She's from Child Health Associates. Melissa has precepted several of our psych mental health students and has role modeled the full expression of the psychiatric advanced practice nurse role. Melissa is a gifted clinician who comprehensively assesses her clients and families and considers environment and social determinants of health. Melissa also pioneered the development and implementation of an integrated care model in her practice setting. So let's give her a round. So our next preceptor getting recognition is Dr. Amy Harrington from UMass Memorial. Dr. Harrington has been a champion of our psych mental health nurse practitioner program. She's precepted several students, but has also given her time generously to provide feedback in many important areas, and also to guest lecture to our NP students. Her support means so much to our students in our program. Next is Catherine Verdier. Is Catherine here? Yes, okay. From UMass Memorial Healthcare. Catherine has been instrumental in precepting our psych mental health students and developing her role as a preceptor at her clinical practice site. She is flexible and kind, always advocating for the students to have the best experience possible. And next is Carly Sebastian, and she would also like to recognize Chelsea Harvey, who is also her support at the clinic, which is lovely. Carly is an ally to our psych mental health program and embraces interprofessional practice. She helped develop a clinical placement for our psych mental health students alongside other student clinicians from disciplines including social work. In this capacity, our students have had many opportunities to learn about the intersection of mental health systems, mental illness, culture, and social determinants of health. That's a wonderful model. Thank you. And our last group of preceptors, and again, we couldn't do anything we do without them, is the Adult Gerontology Acute Care NP track. So I'd like to call up there are four preceptors. A couple of them may not be able to come because of work, but they're all from UMass Memorial Healthcare. So I'd like Emily Kelly, Cindy Beth Palmgren, if she's here, Ramsey Tang, and Maria Cote. Is Maria Cote here? Maria is also getting the Clinical Faculty Longevity Award. So we would like to just say the Adult Gerontology Acute Care track is immensely grateful to our incredible preceptors. Without you, we would not be able to graduate excellent acute care nurse practitioners. One student stated this about their preceptor: my preceptor not only displayed what it takes to be an exceptional provider, but also an incredible human being. She always brings compassion, expertise, and genuine care into everything she does. She always takes the time that is often spoken about as a lost commodity in healthcare. While this is just one statement, we know all of our preceptors bring this level of dedication to our students. With that, we would like to acknowledge the following acute care preceptors I just said for being exceptional preceptors, nurse practitioners, and the people that they are. Thank you. Thank you for joining me and honoring these wonderful people. And now I'd like to call Dr. James Fain up to the podium.
It is my pleasure and honor to present to you graduates of the Tan Chingfen 2023 class. While several of our graduates may be on Zoom this evening, what we thought we would do is, as I read your name and you are here, please stand so that we can appropriately acknowledge you. But I will ask that we hold our applause to the very end. So graduates of our Postmaster's Doctor of Nursing Practice program include Lisa Jean Abadanza, Nancy Bassamian, Joy Camara, Stephanie Costello, Amy Israelian, Kristen Kachefi, Lindsay McGregor, and Shauna Stedman. We have one postgraduate certificate individual graduating, and that is Maureen Daniel. Graduates from the Doctor of Philosophy, the PhD program, Heather Breer, Elena Filou, Rose Marie Naikako, Samantha LaPlante Turner. And our largest class, graduates of the Doctor of Nursing Practice. Badu Ajay, Vanessa Alves, Elizabeth Brown, Ryan Burke, Amy Chow, Adam Coral, Caitlin Cormier, Michael Danielle, Brad Daniels Demers, Maria Dania, Jake Davidson, Karina Cruz Del Mundo, Wendy Dixon, Emily Everett, Casey Gallagher, Courtney Gagnon, Kelly Garcia, Amanda Hazelton, Heidi Holliver, Claire Hopkins, Victoria Johnson, Kelly Joyce, Sydney Noel, Melanie Kasuth, Madeline Lane, Paige LaPearl, Erica Linder, Catherine Lizuski, Divana Lukos, Amanda Madeline, Jacqueline Bougua, Monica Bougua, Brian McCullough, Kathleen Mendez, Tara Minchis, Sophie Moranquez, Bethany Murrell, Anna Norman, Christopher Perkins, Ian Powers, Samantha Reeves, Helen Siagras, Matthew Cianco, Christine Tui, Jennifer Valquez, Elizabeth Vequist, Catherine Walker, and Grace Winship. Congratulations. Thank you. I didn't read everybody's full name. We'll wait till Sunday for that. So it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jill Terrian, one of our associate deans, who is also chair of the Tan Chingfen Alumni Graduate School of Nursing.
Thank you, Jim, and it's great to see everybody here. And I'm no fool. I stand between you and a wonderful reception downstairs. Just to reflect a moment on all the work that the graduates have done, it's just so impressive. And, also to family, friends, and the faculty and staff here, you just are simply the best. And I don't know, Mary Ellen, if the chancellor knew he was quoting Tina Turner. Did he? Because it is that week, right, as we remember her, and she is simply the best, and so are you. So just to give you a little bit of information, I have to thank Sue Collette and her team again, and the dean. They have done such a great job with tonight's event, and the weekend is really going to be wonderful. I've had the privilege to work with many of you in the classroom, and it truly is a pleasure to see the dedication and hard work turn into such an impressive outcome. Although we gave awards and scholarships out tonight, all of you are very special, and we are so, so very proud of you. As the alumni chair, you know, we have a yearly event. It's had a little bit of interruption between the construction and COVID, but we can proudly say that Alumni Weekend is on next May, the weekend of the 4th, 2024. The 4th is actually Saturday. We plan to have a dinner here on campus, and you know, you'll all be invited, and you're going to be surprised how fast a year goes by, even though many of you have been here 3 years, 4 years, and more. A year goes by in a blink. And so it would be great if you got together with your colleagues that weekend and celebrated with us. So we hope you'll be getting invitations and reminders. We want you to stay close. Website, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, our email listserv. We have all of your personal emails. And, you know, we relish the fact that you stay in touch with us. If you know of job opportunities for colleagues or some prior alumni, if you need anything, you know that we are here for you. You know, and as you saw, our wonderful preceptors that are here tonight, we truly couldn't do that without them. So when you're all settled in a year or so, maybe a little bit more, think about us and think about, you know, the students that you can influence the same way that the preceptors influenced you. So in closing, this has been catalyzing to celebrate, and we look forward to your luncheon tomorrow and your graduation on Sunday. Dress warm. I'd like to see the chancellor in a hoodie. You can tell him that, Mary Ellen, see what he thinks about that. And I also want to say Dean Flott had to leave a little bit early, but he is just so impressed and happy to be part of our celebration. He wanted me to say that to you. So to end with a quote, determination, perseverance, patience. I did it. I really did it. And the author was Tina Turner. And I'm here to say you really did it, and you simply are the best. So join us downstairs for a reception.